Good afternoon. It is Friday, April 5th, and we're back in Manchester with a special edition of The Pulse. I'm Mary Kite.
And I'm Jessica Party. Thank you so much for joining us. Last week, The Pulse was in Seattle, and while our classmates competed in the STN Crazy 8s competition, they also competed in individual contests. Unfortunately, as sophomores, we weren't able to attend the trip this year.
We're very excited to attend the 2020 convention in Washington, D.C.
This week on The Pulse, we will head back to Seattle, where AJ Alibrio and Dalton Heiler discuss video replay on a special edition of DNA Sports.
Then Natalie Sanchez heads down to the coast of Portland, Oregon to give an insight on special events happening on Mount Hood.
Finally, Haley Rogers highlights how residents of the Emerald City get in their groove.
We have all this and much more on this week's program. Stay tuned because you're watching
The Pulse.
On this edition of DNA Sports, AJ Alibrio and Dalton Heiler discuss the expansion of video replay and the effects it has on sports.
I'm gonna need water. The accuracy of a referee's call during a sports game has the power to decide the outcome. As you may have seen in the NFL's most recent NFC Championship game, the Los Angeles Rams were handed a victory that seemingly belonged to the New Orleans Saints. That's exactly right. The winner of this game was decided by one pass interference call that sparked controversy across the nation.
But thankfully, changes have allowed for coaches to challenge the call on the field, giving referees the opportunity to review and adjust the call to improve the accuracy of the game.
I'll tell you what, if this rule was in place last year, it would have been the Saints playing the Patriots in Super Bowl 53.
Well, I'm not too sure they would have had much of a chance against Tom Brady in that dynasty.
Well, anything would have been better than what we saw from the Rams.
Video expansion is taking place across the board in professional sports. Although it may slightly delay a game, an extra 10 to 15 minutes is definitely worth the improved accuracy of the game's outcome.
Not only that, but it's improved the experience for the fans watching the game, giving them an opportunity to review a play with the refs in real time.
In a game like baseball, video replays can be pretty clear-cut, providing more accountability for umpires. Would you agree?
Definitely. Accountability is something every professional has to deal with, so why not umpires and other referees as well?
Well, Dalton, I can't disagree with you. It's only fair to athletes and millions of fans watching worldwide that they're given the most accurate game possible.
Although accuracy is important, nothing in sports is perfect. Video replay is the closest thing we can get to perfection. For Student Television Network, I'm Dalton Heiler.
And I'm AJ Alibrio.
Video replay expansion has had a huge impact on sports. With these new rules, I wouldn't be surprised if the outcome of the NFC Championships would have been different. It gives many teams the opportunity to now challenge calls they may not agree with.
Speaking of opportunities, when you think of snow days, you might think of breaks from school or work. Well, in Portland, Oregon, Snow Day has a whole new meaning. It is the name of an organization helping kids in troubled neighborhoods learn essential life skills through snowboarding. Natalie Sanchez tells us the story.
For Snow Day Foundation in Portland, Oregon. Every slip,
Yep, I did fall and it did hurt.
every tumble only leads to growth and perseverance. And for Board of Director Dale Casey, the neighborhood you live in shouldn't matter.
All right, two to make it true. And a lot of these kids come from single-parent homes, poverty. They try and they try again, they fall and they get up. So I'm excited. When I see them get down on the mountain and not fall, or do a J-turn or a hillside turn, you know, that warms my heart.
Since 2004, Mount Hood has been a metaphor for endless opportunities and will continue being one for years to come.
This is just a metaphor for making that happen and seeing that you can be successful when you push through and get to that place. And then you find yourself at the top of the mountain and coming home to tell everyone how successful you were is a really exciting thing to take home.
From Seattle and STN, this has been Natalie Sanchez reporting.
Each year, more kids join Snow Days. The program hopes to continue being a place for kids who struggle in achieving success and will for generations to come.
We'll take a quick break, but when we come back, Annabelle Watson and Sam Mushinsky will take over. They'll walk you through the Seattle latest weather forecast with Andrew Suey and what gets people in Seattle going. Don't go anywhere.
You trying to get food somewhere?
Yeah, sure. Where do you want to go?
I don't know. There's a bunch of places on the street. We can just go find one.
Okay. Hey, unplug your charger before you leave. There's a recycling bin for a reason.
Can we just go?
The little choices you make throughout the day can go a long way.
Thank you, Jessica and Mary. I'm Sam Mushinsky.
And I'm Annabelle Watson. Thank you for staying with us. On our next story, Haley Rogers walks around Seattle, finding out what motivates city residents to get in their groove.
Seattle is a city many call home.
Been in Seattle since '84. I live in Pioneer Square now for the last 6 years.
Over 700,000 people live in Seattle, and with the city's many visitors, it may seem overwhelming.
Well, it is picking up. Right now is the equivalent of the gold rush era back in the day, because some people are moving here at a record pace.
Despite Seattle's high population, the city is not as big as it seems to those who live here.
It's a big city, but it's not a big city. And the fact that you have a lot of people that are coming here. It is a dense area, especially in the downtown core, but you can go a half hour in either direction, go to the mountains or the ocean or whatever you'd like to do.
This feeling of comfort allows people of all walks of life to get in their groove in the Emerald City.
High-rises and stuff like that, those were here like 10 years ago.
But the speed of the city hasn't stopped everyone.
You know, people used to come down here and do their weekly grocery shopping, and now it's a lot of bringing friends from out of town down here just to kind of see it.
Natives and tourists alike are able to find their niche in a city with so many unique opportunities.
Find out what it is that you really sparks interest or joy in your life.
Even in a place as big as Seattle, residents are still able to find their groove amongst the high rate of tourism and fast-paced vibe of the city. From Seattle, this has been Haley Rogers reporting.
Seattle is an amazing city with so many interesting activities and landmarks to see. The Space Needle, Pikes Market, even walking by street performers can be a sight to see.
While Seattle may be a great city, it is also known for its excessive amounts of precipitation it receives each year. With the city receiving record-high snowfall this year, Andrew Suey has predictions for whether the rainy city will continue living up to its name.
Good morning, Student Television Network. I'm Andrew Suey. Isn't it just a beautiful day here in Seattle? For the past few months, it hasn't always been sunny skies. The Emerald City was hammered with 14 inches of snow during 1 week in February, the most snowfall the city has seen in over 50 years. However, Mother Nature must have known STN was being held this week because we have seen sunny skies and warm weather throughout our time here. Today we will experience sunny skies and a high of 65 degrees and a low of 44 with no chance of rain. As Sunday rolls in, so do the clouds, but luckily we will see a high of 65 degrees. Monday will give us the same gloominess and temperatures as Sunday, with a high in the 40s in the morning and the 60s in the afternoon. I promise the sun will peek out soon, but not on Tuesday, as we will see temperatures in the mid-60s with partly cloudy skies. Wednesday will be your typical Seattle weather with a high of 68 degrees and scattered showers throughout the day, so make sure you bring out those umbrellas. Have a great week, Seattle. From the STN Weather Center, I'm Andrew Suey.
Looks like Seattle will be nice for a couple more days before the rain showers start to roll in. During STN, not one drop of rain fell, giving students some of the best weather to record in.
It sure looks like it. Well, that's all the time we have for you this week, Manchester. Congratulations to all the students who created some amazing and unique stories at the STN 2019 convention.
Next week, the Pulse will be back in Manchester. Natalie Sanchez has the latest on the track team success and whether they can deliver yet another undefeated season.
And Haley Rogers and Jenny Rivard take us through STN with a convention recap.
If you have any story ideas we might have missed, you can email Mr. Larson at b11elars@mpspride.org.
To learn more about the Pulse or to check out some of our other projects, visit our website at mhstelevision.com.
And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook at MHSRedProd. I'm Sam Mushinsky.
And I'm Annabelle Watson. This has been The Pulse.